So I put this clip up last week, and a few people on Facebook went as far as to accuse me of using drum samples. Not so, I say. Me? Use samples? Are you fucking nuts? That goes against everything what I've been ranting and raving against on YouTube for the last year. The truth is, I'm using something that just made drum sample replacement obsolete. It's 2015, and it's time to bring back the drummer. So what is it? It's a plugin from SoundRadix called Drum Leveler. What does it do? It's not a compressor, but rather a program that detects each beat and controls the dynamics intelligently. It looks ahead in the audio stream and adjusts the volume of the hit based on the desired output, and has a percentage control of just how tight the dynamics are processed. Look at it this way. In drum sample replacement, especially say on heavy metal kicks, the dynamics are usually tossed out almost completely. Having a kick jumping up and down in volume all over a mix doesn't sound very powerful. Believe me, I get it. Well, now you can do the same thing with a real drum performance. The difference being it's still the sound of the drummer that was recorded, instead of him being replaced with the sound of a drum being played by someone else. Visually, it's pretty simple. The orange hits are being turned up, the blue ones are turned down. And this thing is great for blast beats as well. You can completely control the volume of those weak hits. Something that's driven me completely up the wall for the last few years. And the great thing is it's transparent. It doesn't change the sound of the drum, it just turns it up and down. And when you turn Drum Leveler into an expander, something extremely cool happens when you place it on your drum bus. And it also includes a gate for clamping down on bleed. Check out how it works on this kick track. And it even has a sidechain. You guys remember my cool tricks for triggers video where I showed you how to use a trigger for a gate? Well, you can use a trigger to control the gate on Drum Leveler as well. That's freaking awesome. And you can even sidechain your room mic from your snare. So it'll pop the room mic up just on the snare hits. And that is exceptionally cool. And there's many more features you can get into, like controlling the length of the hit and even allowing ghost notes not to be affected via the minimum retrigger control. Of course, the big question is, how does it sound on a full mix? Freaking huge! You guys have already heard it in the new versus old bass strings video. We're using Drum Leveler on this clip. Check it out. So, in my opinion, this program is a killer app. You can use it in conjunction with the EQs and compressors you already have, but it's an absolute must-have for live drum recording. If you're a halfway decent engineer, this will take your drum recordings to the next level. As far as I'm concerned, sample replacement is no longer an acceptable excuse. And no, I'm not talking about guys working in their bedrooms or have to work with electronic kits because of volume issues and their neighbors. I get that. You guys make music any way you can. That's awesome. I'm talking about studios that track live drums and then sample replace everything. Well, that's no longer good enough. Drum Leveler has killed that debate. Check it out at soundradix.com and start making better mixes with real drums. Like I said before, it's time to bring back the drummer.